I've been working tirelessly for the past 6 months trying to figure out how to make press-on nails work. I want them to not only last as if I just got my nails done, but I want them to look like I just got my nails done, and I want to be able to do things because I'm a nail tech, by the way. I'm a nail artist. I don't take clients anymore, so I guess I'm not a nail tech anymore. I know a thing or two about what makes nails last. And something that frustrated me about press-ons is that they look weird, okay? Also, they just don't last. They don't feel right on the nail. They don't look right. I was like, I know that there's a way to do this. There has to be a way. I've had about 10 people, we've been doing experiments, we've been testing out different products, different ways of doing this, because me personally, my nails, they're just like born to take product. I can do anything to my nails and my nails will last. But my problem was the look of press-ons. They didn't look right. So I've had these other women helping me with like different products, different methods of prep and everything, and I'm about to show you, we've got it all down. This is going to be a long form video, but at the end of this, not only if you just want to wear press-ons and they actually last, but also if you sell press-ons, this is going to take your business. All you got to do is market yourself. All of the products, prep, everything is already done for you. All you have to do is get your own name out there, and this is the key, okay? Let's start with just showing how I apply them and everything so that the people that want to wear the press-ons, they don't have to go through all of the product listing and all of that. They can just quickly get their information and then be done with it. And then the people that want to sell press-ons, or maybe you already do sell press-ons, but they're just not lasting as well or not looking as well, we'll go through that afterwards. And then I'll break down the entire science behind everything. So as you can see right here, this is just my normal nail. I didn't do my nails for a really long time because the last time that I did my nails, I ripped them all. I did Gel-X, and then I just ripped them all off, and they were in such bad shape. I was like, oh. So it was perfect timing for me to just let them go for a really long time, let them get just as ratchet as they needed to be so that I could prepare for this video to show what nails look like if you just don't do anything, so that the people that start from bare minimum can see what is going on. No manicure, nothing. Okay, so as you can see, my nail, the cuticle is not pushed back. There is a lot of overgrownness about it, and that's where this comes in. This is going to be the first step whenever you are prepping your nails. You'll see me using this tool to push my cuticle back, and the cool thing about this is it's like a pumice stone on a stick. So not only is it scratching the natural nail, it's not too harsh on it at all. It's soft compared to a buffer. I don't recommend buffers, especially for people at home, because they go crazy. You want to go one way with it. If you go up and down and then you go side to side, you're just filing and filing and filing layers and layers and layers off of your nail, and then it's also just making a smooth surface. You want to go just one way with it. That will create a rough surface for the glue to adhere to. So you'll see me pushing that cuticle back, getting all of everything pushed back really far, so that it's a good curved pocket for the nail to fit into. And then you'll also see like this white residue that's on the nail. This tool will help scratch off that stuff, because that stuff is going to really get in the way between the glue and the nail and your natural nail, and then you're going to have like lifting and everything. So just use this tool to get all of that stuff off. We can move on to the next thing, but you'll see like my nails are real scratched up and everything, and that is the perfect, they look great that way. Like that's the best way that the nail is going to stick. That's what you want to see before the next step. So as you can see, I'm very dusty. I'm going to take one of these alcohol pads and then just wipe the dust away. It's also helping to re-dehydrate if you accidentally touched your skin to your nail, put any oils on there. It's going to take all those oils off as well as get the dust off too. As you can see in this video, my cuticles were very crusty and very thick, so I did have to go in and take cuticle nippers and clip them off. So you might have to do that too. And I didn't show that because that is something that I cannot do on camera. So then you see me going in with a metal cuticle pusher. You don't need to do this if you don't need to. It's just that my nails were in such bad condition that I had to keep pushing them back, and then I went in with this side of it and I was like cleaning up the sidewalls too, because they really needed a lot of work. But really this tool will be more than enough to get everything done. I did go in with the alcohol pad and clean it up a little bit so that next time I use it, it will be dust free. And then the last step, you see me going in with the glue. I put a little bit towards the back, not all the way to the edge of the nail. I did it this way in this video for people that are inexperienced, because if you put it all the way towards the back, likely you're not very used to applying nails this way and you might get some excess squeezing out of the back. And that's something that I don't like about press-ons. You know what I'm talking about? Like when they grow out and around the cuticle there's that very crusty line as they grow out, and that's because the glue was squeezing out this way. We don't like that. We want them to grow out and look just like whenever you get your nails done at the salon. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that whenever you're putting it in there, whenever you're first starting, to leave just a little bit of space between the very back of the nail. Then you'll see me distributing that glue a little bit, and then I'm pressing down. I'm not pressing down very hard, by the way, because the press-ons that I sell are custom fit to the customer's nail. So there's no reason to push down and squeeze down really hard, because at that point the nail is shaped like this, right? If you're squeezing it, it's going to be pushing the sides of the nails out like that, and then once it settles, it's going to go back up and it's going to pull your natural nail up, and we don't want that, because then your nails are going to be sore for a few days, and that's just not the vibe. And then it's too tight of a fit, and then you're going to experience lifting. You're not going to be able to run your hands through your hair. It's going to get caught. It's just this whole thing. So there's no need to apply so much pressure. Also, another thing about my press-ons is that I use a very sculpted nail tip. So there's a bit of space between your natural nail and the top of the nail. So the glue will fill that area in. You don't need to be pushing down, nothing. Just make sure that it's fitting the nail, but no need to like press hard. So as you can see, as you're holding that nail on, you're holding it in place. You're not applying a ton of pressure, but as you're holding that in place, go ahead and flip it around so that you can see the tip of your natural nail and you can see where that glue is. If you accidentally get too much and it starts squeezing out, you can take one of these, I don't even know what this is. It's like a mini Q-tip situation, but it's not cotton. Take it and scoop it out. But like I said, there is space between the natural nail and the fake press-on. So you want to keep as much glue in there as possible, because that's going to fill that gap and really hold that structure. So as you can see in the video, I'm pushing it and letting that glue kind of drain back down in there. It's going to create that seal for you. I hope that makes sense. So make sure that you're not moving on to the next nail until that nail is completely dry, and you'll be able to know whenever it's dry, whenever you're squeezing on it and you don't see any more shiny glue moving up and down, and you'll see in the video what I'm talking about. It's very important to just make sure that you're not moving on to the next one until that one's fully in place, because you don't want any like sliding, any up and down. You'll see at the end of this that my ring finger, I accidentally put it just a little bit too far up, and that's because I was recording a video. I was multitasking and just make sure that you don't do that. It's not that noticeable, but as a person that does nails, I can definitely notice that. Now, you might be wondering, how did you get the glue to do that? My glue is thin and messy, and I don't understand how you were able to do that with the glue. That's where one of the biggest things that changed the press-on nail game for me was this glue. It's a semi-solid glue, okay? So it's thicker than your typical nail glue. It's not super thin. It is so easy to apply. As you can see in the video, whenever I put it on there, it didn't like spread out or anything. It takes a little bit longer for it to dry, so you have plenty of time to really fit the nail on, to figure everything out. It's amazing. I hate the phrase game changer because it's just so overused, but it really is. Like, it's amazing. Every single time that somebody places an order, I always make sure to message them and tell them to get this glue, and that's how we've come along on this experiment journey, is everybody telling me, every single person that I have told to use this glue, and that's 20 to 40 customers a month that I have. Not everybody gets it, but everybody that does get it, they love it. There was one person that got it and she didn't like it, but that was because it lasted too long. Like, she didn't want her nails to last. She likes to change them out a lot, and so she didn't like that it stayed on for so long. But that's not really a bad thing to me. Anybody can use this. It's so thick, and it lasts a while because you only need a little bit. I can't say enough about this glue. It's truly amazing. So yeah. So I had all these people telling me all these great results with this glue, because that's the thing. Like, it might work for one person, but if it doesn't work for the majority of people, then who cares, It's thick, so it's filling that gap between the natural nail and the fake nail, and you really do need... That's what's going to make your nails last, is the apex. That's why whenever you get your nails done at the salon, they last so long, because it has that structure to it. That I use, they have the structure to them, and then this glue fills that gap between, so you get that nice foundation for the nail, and they grow out correctly. It's a really good product. And so I reached out to them because I was like, what the heck? So I reached out to them and they sent me a whole bunch of them. I'm going to be giving away one of them on my story. So you don't need to be following me. You don't need to like the post. Like, if you want to follow me because you like my content, please do. If you want to like this post because it was helpful to you, please do. But I don't want you to just like it just to try to win something, because only one person is going to win it, If you are a press-on nail person, like you sell press-on nails, and you want to try this out, you can enter. If you are a person that wears press-on nails and you want to enter, I don't care. Anybody can enter. It's just going to be one. It's going to be on my story, though. Everything is just... go to my story. But if you don't want to wait around and try to see if you can win it, just go to the link in my bio. It's under Amazon, and then I have literally everything that I'm showing y'all is in my Amazon storefront, except for the nail tips that I use. The price is a little bit of a shock, because we're used to a couple of dollars for some nail glue. I think it's $9.99, but Black Friday it's like $7.99, I think, is what I saw last night. So it's a little bit more expensive than your normal nail glue, but look at how much is in there, and then also it lasts. It actually works for everybody. So now moving on to the people that want to sell press-ons, or maybe you already sell press-ons, but you just can't get them to work right, you're not getting repeat customers, whatever it is, this is going to help your business. So first things first, the tips matter. And I know that Apres is way more expensive than all the other brands, but If you consider how long they last, how the quality of them, they are the same. You never have like any size discrepancies. Also, another thing about Apres is that they have half sizes, and I've never been in a situation where they don't fit somebody's nails correctly. Like, they fit, and they fit right. They fit sidewall to sidewall. They fit, there's not any excess like nail hanging out of the side at the tip. They are really, really good quality. So I do recommend make that investment, get these tips. I haven't been able to find anything else better than Apres. They got the nail tip game down. Another thing that's really good about Apres is, like I have been saying, is they are structured. So they have that built-in apex. They're not flat. A lot of the times what's making press-on nails not last is they're flat. They're so flat and very thin and flimsy. That's not going to hold, no matter how many layers of polish you put on there. That's not gonna do anything. And then if you're putting builder gel on top of a press-on nail, you're just doing so much work for nothing. To realize is, like, when you're making custom press-ons, like, as a business, you're charging a lot more than what you get at the store for press-ons. And so it's kind of hard for people to understand, like, why would I spend $45 to $100 on press-ons when I could just go to Walmart and get them for $5? Well, my press-ons are custom art and hand painted. I put my soul into this, literally, but also the quality. And because the quality is so good, they are reusable. Another thing that I really like, pumice stone on a stick, and it gets rid of the cuticle pusher, gets rid of the buffer. It's everything all in one. Cost-wise, it just makes sense to get this. So at the end of the day, whenever someone buys press-ons, you're not taking so much out of your pocket to re-up on your supplies. Something else from Apres that I recommend getting if you are making press-ons is the Gel X Prep. So I don't know what this is. It smells like something crazy. It doesn't smell like acetone. No more buffing the nail to prep it. And you do need to prep the nail because you're applying plastic to plastic. So gel polish is just really, really thin plastic. And if you don't prep the nail correctly before you start painting, it's going to chip. Buffing with like a buffer, like scratching up that surface, that is so bad for your body, like your muscles and your bones. It's not good to just keep doing that over and over again, especially if you have a high volume orders coming in, and it takes so long, and then it's a mess you have to clean up before you start painting, because then you got dust in your polishes. Oh, it's just this whole thing. So this product takes everything away from that. It preps the nail for you. I don't know what the heck is happening, by the way. It just does it like a potion. It makes this part of the nail thinner. The tips are already thin at the cuticle, which is amazing because then it's not that big bump. You know what I'm talking about with press-on nails? It has like that big lump right there. It's so unnatural. But these I'm just telling you, get these damn tips, okay? But this makes it even thinner so that it has that natural bloopity part. Another thing that you need to know about Apres is that they have natural tips and then they have sculpted tips. This might just be something that you need to communicate with your clients. Like, if they get their nails and they don't last right or they don't fit right, they might need sculpted nails. And again, that's just something you need to communicate with your clients. If you're going to fit the nails, figuring out what sizes the client needs, if it seems like it's too big, they probably need the sculpted nails because they're a little bit thinner, but they're higher up. I hope that makes sense. And as you do more orders, what I'm saying will make more sense. but I do recommend at least getting one box of sculpted tips so that you can see whenever you're sizing your clients, you can see the difference and you can kind of judge from there. Another thing, when you are sizing your clients, I do the quarter thing where you have your client take a picture of their nails next to a coin. Make sure that the picture is above that is so important, not at an angle, quarter, penny, nickel, whatever. Put it on the table. Put their hand flat on the table, not pushed down or anything, just flat on the table. Next to the coin, take the picture above, like I said, not at an angle, and then you can size. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. And that works every single time, as long as it's not at a weird angle and as long as their nails aren't pressed down, like where their skin is like pushed up around their nail, like just relaxed on the table. Everything's good. Make sure that you get both hands, because it's super rare for people to have the same size on both hands, same size nails on both hands. And then, yeah, because I don't like sending out, personally, I don't like sending out sizing kits because it's just expensive, first of all. And it's a waste of plastic. Like, we don't need to, the beauty industry is already like such a big single-use plastic wasteland, so let's stop doing that, because what are they going to do? They're just going to throw them away. You're not going to send them back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm realizing now that the term sculpted and natural, it might be a little bit confusing. All of their tips are sculpted to have that apex. It's just that the sculpted tips they're more curved, so that the people, another way that you can tell if your client has, if they require the sculpted nails, ask your client, whenever your nails grow out, do they start curving down? And if that's the case, just go ahead and get them the sculpted tips. Whenever you are doing your lengths, so like short, medium, long, whatever, don't let the label on the box decide for you what the length is of their nails. Size it whenever they send you that picture, because people's nail beds are like all different lengths. So maybe a round short might be short on one person, but it might be way too short for the next person because their nail beds are so long. So like, for example, the nails that I have on right now are round medium, but I have long ass nail beds, so it doesn't look like medium length to me. And if I were to try round short on myself, the tip of my nail would poke out the sides. And then as they grow out, it doesn't look right. So it seems like common sense to say that, but I think a lot of people maybe don't understand that, and they might be setting themselves up for failure whenever somebody orders and then they get them and they can't even wear them, especially with tapered shapes like stiletto. If somebody orders a short stiletto or maybe like a short almond, they get them and then it starts tapering in way before their nail ends. It looks really bad. And so they probably won't order again from you because they think like, oh, they don't fit me right. Instead of just, because people are just people, they don't want to say like, oh, hey, I think I need a longer size, because they don't know. All they know is what you gave them. So just try to keep that in mind whenever you're sizing their nail. When you put that tip over the picture of their nails, make sure that taper covers the full nail. Even if they clip their nails down, like maybe if their nails are too long, and then you think like, oh, they'll just clip their nails down. Not everybody's going to clip their nails down first. Like, keep in mind. And then the other side of that, if they like bite their nails a lot, and whenever you go to put that tip over them, if you notice that their skin would be sticking out, go ahead and size up to a medium or a long or whatever the case is, so that it fits correctly. It looks like it fits correctly. Whenever I was preparing for this video, some months ago, I've asked throughout time, hey guys, I'm going to do like a full comprehensive video about press-on nails, doing a press-on nail business, ask me your questions. And so right now I'm gonna go through some of those questions. One of the questions that people ask is about sizing, and that's why I've spent minutes here explaining sizing. And a lot of people ask about the universal sizing. So like if you put on your website small, medium, large, how often that sells. And I will say nobody has ever ordered. They always choose the custom sizing. I don't have any experience with like people ordering a small, medium, large, extra large, and then it not fitting or do fitting, whatever. But to me, it seems like people want a custom fit. And maybe that's just because my nails are more expensive, so they want to make sure that it fits. But yeah, so that's the answer to that. I don't know. I guess the answer is I don't know, but I would assume maybe just don't even offer that. I would just say no. Like, go ahead and just do custom sizing and then tell them the quarter trick. I have on my website, you can go check it out. On my website, I have like an example of how to do it, and nobody has ever been confused by it. They fit everybody. Like one time recently, it was like a little bit too, one of the sizes were a little bit too big, but she said she just like filed it a little bit on the side and it was perfect. 1 out of hundreds. That's pretty good. So there's that question. There's a lot of people asking about how to get clients, and really honestly, that is going to come down to you, how you market yourself, how you set yourself apart from the rest, because the press-on nail industry is so saturated. Like, I see stuff on TikTok Shop where you can buy these like elaborate press-on nails for like $7. That's why I keep saying the $7 thing, because I keep seeing these and I'm just like, that's crazy, because not only is it mass produced, but that was like somebody's design that is being stolen. But that's like a whole other thing. But anyway, you're gonna have to figure out what sets your nails apart from the rest of the people, and that is something that I cannot help you with. You are gonna have to figure that out on your own. I'm sorry, this Q&A is awful. Another question is about what glue I use. I'm telling you, get this glue. I don't know what else to tell you. Another thing is these sticky tabs. I really like these sticky tabs. This is for like a night out. You definitely, I wore these like for a whole weekend one time. I wouldn't recommend it if you like every single day wearing them all the time like this. I do recommend these. I put them in every single order, but this glue is where it's at. Another question that I get is about packaging. I just order, again, it's linked in my Amazon. I order these things. It's just like a square thing and it has like a foil. I'll show you. So it looks like this, and then, well, it would just look like this, like just plain cardboard, and then in this holographic plastic thing. So, but I have a thermal printer, and then I just upload a graphic, and then I size it as the same size as this, print it out through my thermal printer, and then I stick it on here. And then these things, these are what the nails stick to on the card. I really like these a lot better than the double-sided sticky tape like on our roll, because it's already sized to the thing and it's so much faster. And then I just prep a whole bunch of these at one time. I'll do like 20 at a time. So I print out the thing on the thermal printer, stick that to here, and then I stick these on so that I'm just ready to prep it as soon as the nails go. Every now and then people will ask about, and I'm assuming these are people that are just doing press-on nails for themselves at home. They ask about gel polishes, like what's a good recommendation for gel polishes. Of course, I'm going to recommend Ball Pit nails. There are so many good gel polish brands out there, but this is my favorite brand. I really like this. This would be a really good collection if you don't have like high quality gel polishes. I would say start with this new collection, the Bake Shop collection, because there's 12 colors, so you have 12 colors to work with, you know. But also there's a lot of variety in these. There's 3 solid colors. There's a green, a yellow, and a blue. And then there are sparkly ones. There are ones that have like this confetti in it. It's not glitter confetti. It's like, I don't even know what it is. It's really cool. And I'll put like a little swatch thing up here so that you can see all the different ones. And then there's one that has a memory gel in it. So like however you apply it, it will show like the it's so pretty. It's called Gingerbread. It's a brown, so it's really good for fall right now. It's just good all the time. It's a good brown. Okay. But yeah, I really like this. I really love this brand, and like I said, if you're prepping the nails correctly and everything, you will get no chipping. It will last forever. Right now I have Nightmare Fuel. It's a limited edition shade, so I don't think that it's available anymore, but it probably will come back. Just make sure that you're following the Ball Pit shop and you'll see if you like this one. Wait, sorry, just one more thing. I recommend also, if you're just doing them at home for yourself, or any nail artist, I recommend these brushes too. They are so beginner friendly. Ombre brush for beginners. Ombre is like one of those things that like you either get it or you just don't. This, if you're one of the people that you just don't understand how to ombre colors, this will absolutely help you figure it out, because I was one of those people. It always looked so bad. I had clients, they were coming to me, but I was like, when they left, I was like crying in my car because I was like, oh my gosh, that ombre looked horrible today. Then I got this, and now I still use this all the time, but now like it like makes something click in my brain, and now I can ombre. It's a really good tool to help. So if you're just doing them at home, or maybe you are a nail artist like in the masses, get this brush. It will help you ombre flawlessly every single time. It's amazing. Even the colors that are like hard to ombre. Oh yeah, and then another thing about the après tips is that if you are one of those people that just do your nails at home and you want to like do press-on nails for yourself at home, whenever you get this, like you can invest in one box, like whatever shape, whatever length that you like. Just get the you can get the minis. They have 2 different size boxes. You can just get the mini. This is what I do. Get the mini box and then find what sizes you need specifically. Or if you're a professional like nail press-on nail person and you sell them to clients, whenever you run out of those sizes, they have individual sizes, so you don't have to buy a whole new box every single time. And their refill tips, they're very cheap, very affordable. And then if you just do them for yourself at home, you only have to buy those refill bags because you know your sizes. And then if you do press-ons in bulk for customers, you will start figuring out what sizes are super common. So you, after the initial investment, just need to do refill bags. That's why I say get the mini ones first, because you don't need that big old box unless you just want a big box. But then you have to consider you're getting square, almond, coffin, round, almond, all of the different sizes, all of the different shapes. And then you also have to get extra short, medium, long. So that's a lot of boxes in a drawer. My drawer looks crazy, okay? So if the box is smaller, it's taking up less room. That's just like a personal preference, but I think it's very helpful. And then after you get that, then you get the refill bags, and that'll equal more pieces than it originally comes with. I hope that makes sense. Please remember that there's the natural and the sculpted. So you're getting double and then sometimes quadruple, So you're getting, let's just say square, for example. So square, you need short square. You need medium square, long square. Oh, also extra short square, long square. Those are all natural. But then you also need sculpted extra short square, sculpted short square. And that's just one shape. There's a lot of shapes. Not everybody wants just square. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to invest, it's a lot. If you think about like the inventory that you have to keep, it's a lot. But if you get the minis, it's not as expensive, and they have bundle deals. So you can get four for way cheaper than if you buy them all individually. I know it's a lot, but I promise it is absolutely worth it, because I've tried other brands and they're just flimsy. They don't last as well. They don't fit as well. And it's just not worth it. Like, absolutely just get the damn tips. This is what I use for sending packages off. And again, I use the thermal printer for the shipping labels. I really like thermal printers because you don't have to worry about ink. It just constantly pushes out. It like burns it into the paper or something. I don't know. I guess that's why it's called thermal. I don't know. But I've had that thermal printer for years and years and years, and I've never had any issues with it. And of course I have it linked in my Amazon so you can get that. But yeah, this is what I use to ship out orders in. This is also linked. And it fits 2 of these in it, and that's what I like. People don't usually order more than 2 at a time, but if they do, then I just reuse, because I get a lot of PR, I just reuse the packages that I get my PR in and stuff. Like this one, I'll probably reuse it because I hate plastic waste. I'm a big, I hate plastic waste. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. I can't think of, for some reason, I'm having a hard time remembering. I should have wrote it down. But if anybody has any other questions, just ask in the comments and I will help you out. But I hope that this sets everybody up for a more successful run at selling press-ons. It doesn't need to be super complicated, but I think there's just so much information out there, and there's so many people that are out there trying to sell you something that doesn't even actually work. And I know that this probably sounds hypocritical, but everything that I promote on my social medias, everything is actually great. Using it all the time, every day, all day. This is what I do. Just to run through all of the products, appraise tips, these pumice stone sticks, these sticky tabs, these alcohol prep pads. It comes in a box. It comes with 3 boxes, and I have never run out of them somehow. It's like a never-ending box of pads. This glue. I am telling you, I don't know why more people don't know about this. I hope after this video everybody knows about this, because everybody deserves to know about this. And again, thank you so much, Curve Life, for sending me all of these freaking glues. I'm going to be putting them, like I said, in my subscribers packages, and then I'm going to do a giveaway on my story for somebody to win one. Yeah, and good luck to everybody that enters. Like I said, I have spent 6 months whenever I found this glue about 6 months ago, and it's amazing, but I wanted to get down to the very nitty gritty of it all, because I wanted to make sure that it works for everybody so that there's no discrepancies. And this is really, this and these will take your press-ons full, you can't go wrong with this combination. And then of course make sure that you get this to prep the nail so that you're not hurting your body as you work every day. We want to work smarter, not harder. And then also I forgot to mention these little things. I don't know what to call these things. I don't know what they're supposed to be used for, but it's linked in my fucking Amazon, okay? And then you just scoop it out if you accidentally put too much glue in there. I put these in all my subscribers' things. And then, yeah, I believe that's it. These things, this doesn't matter. You can get there's so many options for this, but I will say make sure to get these sticky things, these pre-cut, pre-sized sticky things, because it will save you so much time. It's not oh my gosh, the double-sided sticky tape. I hate double-sided sticky tape stuff. It's so frustrating. It's so hard to work with. Maybe if you just have one press-on order a month, I guess it's fun to unclip it and put it on there. But if you are putting out orders all the time, oh my gosh, then sometimes you put too much, sometimes you don't put enough. Oh, no. Let's not do that. Save time. Put more time into the nail art. Also, of course, ball pit nails, gel polish, cannot recommend enough. There's so many polishes out there, but I love this one the most. It's so good. Love it. I think that's it. I think I'm done talking to you. Goodbye.